So it's nearly St. Patrick's Day, and you know what that means. It's time to get drunk! Now, I racked my brain trying to figure out what to do for St. Patrick's Day, and the only thing I could think of was to, well, drink. Drink a lot. And to be honest, I was thinking of maybe doing a drinking challenge, but then we ended up doing that on our WhatsItToYa channel, so I didn't want to do another drinking challenge. So what I decided to do was to show you guys how to drink. But not in the traditional sense of like, oh, here's how you chug and stuff like that. No, I'm gonna show you some drinks to make for St. Patrick's Day. I'm gonna show you guys 5 drinks to get wasted on St. Patrick's Day. So first you're gonna need hot coffee, Bailey's Original Irish Cream, brown sugar, whipped cream, and nutmeg. So the first thing you're gonna need to do on St. Patrick's Day is to, well, start with alcohol. And the first thing you could do is get an Irish coffee, because the best thing about Irish coffee is because some people won't know you're drinking right away. But I mean, it's St. Patrick's Day, so everyone just assumes there's, you know, some type of something in it. But I have a couple recipes to get you started in the day. So the first thing we're gonna need to do is obviously get some nice, beautiful coffee and pour it into a cup. Now we're gonna do most of the way. You know, maybe about right there. Whatever flavor coffee you prefer, I have caramel because it's the superior coffee, obviously. And then next, we're going to take a little bit of Bailey's Irish Cream. They have a bajillion flavors of Bailey's. I would have had caramel, but that went bad in my fridge, so I have original. That's just gonna stick around forever. So we're gonna take a little bit of this, and we're gonna put like a shot of this in there. So just kind of eyeball it. Yeah, it's about a shot. Next, what we're gonna wanna do to the hot coffee is we're gonna add a little bit of brown sugar. About a scoop. You don't want a lot. And my brown sugar is apparently hard as fuck. And we're just gonna take about a tablespoon. If it'll fucking get it. There it is. Thank you. We're just gonna take a chunk of brown sugar. And we're gonna stir that bitch in there. Give a nice little stir in. Oh yeah, this is super sexy. All right. Does anyone else get super annoyed by this? I just want to punch someone straight in the face. Every single time I hear that noise, I'm just irritated, incredibly irritated. Now, most people would say this is done. Now, if you want to take this to go and you put it in your little travel cup, this is all you need to do. But I like to take things to the next level. I'm not the on-the-go kind of person. I'm the, well, I mean, you probably shouldn't drink this on the go, to be honest, because, I mean, if you're driving. I guess if you're the passenger, you're fine, even though technically that's still illegal. I don't condone it, but I'm saying, just don't drive. Don't drive drunk. You know, just like, let's just cover all my asses and say, just don't do this in the car. Don't drive. Don't do any of this impaired, all right? Don't do anything impaired. But anyways, we're gonna add a little bit of whipped cream to the top of this. And don't get hot coffee everywhere like I just did, because it burns. And to top it off on the topping, we're going to put a little sprinkle of nutmeg right on the top. And there we have it, your Irish coffee. You're going to need Jameson Irish whiskey, cold coffee, your favorite type of creamer, and your favorite type of sweetener. Now, some of you are thinking, well, I don't really like hot coffee, or I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't really handle Bailey's Irish Cream. Fine, I got you covered. I got you covered, boo. All right, we got the other thing, which is a cold coffee, 1, and 2, it's also lactose-free, technically. This is lactose-free milk, so that's why I'm using it. And it's optional, so you don't have to worry about it. Now for this recipe, all you really need are the 2 main ingredients, and that is cold coffee, which you can basically just use regular coffee and cool it down and put it in the fridge. But I was impatient and I didn't feel like doing that, so I just bought some. So you can go and buy some cold coffee. It's literally just coffee. There's no sugar, there's no milk in it. It's just coffee and it's cold. So I'm gonna use this, and then I'm gonna add a shot of Jameson to it, and that is gonna be our cold Irish coffee. But first, what you can do is you can take your cold coffee and make them into little ice cubes. Look how cute. These are adorable. So we're gonna put a couple ice cubes in here. These are cold coffee ice cubes. I just froze some coffee pretty much. And then we're gonna take our cold coffee. If I can open the fucking thing, there it is. I've never had this brand, but, oh, bitch, you smell good. Girl, oh. All right, so we're gonna pour our cold coffee in here. I don't need a whole lot of coffee. You know, you could probably get 2 uses out of this. And then we're gonna take Jameson, we're gonna take a shot of this. We're gonna put a little shot of Jameson in there. There we go. That might have been a half shot. We're gonna just a dash more. Cause you know, it's still Friday. You might have to go to work, so just don't let anybody know. And then, depending on if you like cream or sugar, you can use a dairy-free creamer or whatever creamer you like. I'm just gonna use milk because it's just what I have on hand. So I'm gonna use just a splash of milk, maybe a little bit splashier. And then I'm gonna put in a little bit of sugar. I'm gonna mix the bitch up. You got yourself a really nice, cold Irish coffee. Woo! You are gonna be buzzing, for sure. My God. You're going to need creme de menthe, creme de cocoa, your favorite type of milk or dairy substitute, and Captain Morgan's original spiced rum. Next is one of my personal favorites because this is a spin on something that's already kind of a thing, but I didn't like the original version. The original version is called a grasshopper, and I don't know what's exactly in a grasshopper, but I had it and I said, I could make this better. And guess what? I fucking did. I fucking made it better. So the next drink I'm gonna make is what I call the chocolate mint martini. And the chocolate mint martini just consists of 4 basic elements. A very simple drink to make, and it's really green, so perfect for St. Patrick's Day. So the first thing you're gonna need is a cocktail shaker full of ice, and I have that here. And then we are gonna pour in a little bit of creme de cocoa. Like, I don't really know how much I put in here. I usually put like maybe half a shot of creme de cocoa. Oop, that's more than half a shot. That's fine. We're alright. We still alright. Now this is the part that makes it really green, is the creme de menthe. So creme de menthe, fuck. It's really sticky too, so it doesn't open. Muscles. Oh, I can't. Right? Shit. Oh, thank you for listening.
You're welcome.
Next, we're gonna put in a splash of creme de menthe. You don't need a whole lot because the mint part in this is super strong. You're gonna taste this regardless of how much you put in. You can put like a drop in there and you're gonna fucking taste mint. So just put like a little splash of creme de menthe in there and you're gonna see a little green. I wanna put a little bit more because I really like this stuff. Just a little bit. A little goes a long way in this drink, to be honest. Now the big hitter here, alcohol-wise at least, and this is where it gets dangerous because keep in mind, creme de menthe and creme de cocoa, both alcohol-based. So these aren't just mixers, these are actual alcohols. So you don't want to go too whole hog on the Captain Morgan. But I like Captain Morgan in this because it's the spiced rum. It doesn't taste as good if you have like a plain rum, but the spiced rum adds something to the chocolate taste of it. Just saying, that's what you're gonna need in here. So we are going to pour a little bit, I would say a shot, half shot. So now, right now, currently, this thing is half full of liquor. That's scary as fuck, all right? But it's okay. This is one of those starter drinks. This is a starter drink, I call these, because it's super sweet, and it'll get you going, and it'll make you feel happy, but don't drink a shit ton of these because it'll fuck you up. You'll be dead on the ground, basically. So we're gonna finish this off with milk. So just pour it to the top with milk. The rest of this is just milk, or if you prefer, you can do almond milk. It works just as well. Actually, the first time I ever made it was with almond milk, so, and it was really good. Now, we're just gonna shake the fuck out of it. And you just shake it basically until it's like freezing cold and your hands are gonna like frostbite to it, so. Currently, like this. All right, that's really cold. Now, you take your martini glass. This is optional, but I like to do it because, you know, presentation is everything and, you know, I need to look good. We're gonna take a little bit of chocolate syrup. Doesn't matter the brand, I'm just using Hershey's. And we're gonna drizzle the inside of the cup. And we're gonna do like kind of back and forth. It doesn't have to be perfect because obviously you're pouring a drink in it. So see, it looks kind of pretty already. Whoop, that's dripping everywhere. And you're just gonna pour it deliciously into your martini. Bam, it's like perfect. The best thing about when you get the little ones like this is it's pretty much a perfect martini every time. Granted, this one made a little bit of a mess. That's all right. Now, this is also optional. You can take a little sprig of mint, like a little bit. Oh, I love the smell of mint. You can take a little sprig of mint and then just like plop it right on top and it'll like float there. And it's really cute. You're going to need Jameson Irish whiskey, sparkling lemonade, honey, fresh mint, a lemon, and optional Saint Germain. Next on the list is the beautiful, the gentle, the golden lass. Now everyone on St. Patrick's Day is looking for something green, and I thought I don't want everything to be green, because one, your tongue's gonna be green and that's gonna look disgusting. And two, well, I mean, there's other colors that are involved in St. Patrick's Day. And what better color than gold? I mean, obviously leprechaun's gold, get it? Hello. So we're gonna make the golden lass, which is something I haven't actually tried, so I'm actually curious. I looked this recipe up, and it's another one of those recipes where I was like, I bet it could make it better. So I adjusted a few things here and there. But what we have for you, right in front of you, is the attempt of my version of a golden lass. So what we're gonna need first is we're gonna need like a few pieces of mint. And we're just gonna take this and throw it right at the bottom. Now I'm gonna use a muddler, which is like that little stick thing that you just press at the bottom. If you don't have that, just kind of rip them up and put them at the bottom. You'll get enough of the mint flavor. I'm just gonna take, I don't know, I think that's a little too much, but I like mint. It's delicious. Next, you're gonna need a little bit of honey because we need to sweeten this bitch up. All right, so, cause she's a golden lass. She's sweet, she's innocent, she's honey. All right, so we're gonna pour like, I don't know, just a nice dollop of honey. Nice little dollop. And then finally, we are going to get a little bit of lemon. And I just have a little butt end of a lemon because I don't feel like I need a lot of lemon, but I feel like you do need some. So we're gonna pour a little bit of lemon. And now we'll use our muddler to just kind of mess with that. Oh, the honey's sticking to the muddler. That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna muddle that bitch up. The peanut gallery back here is making comments. That's lovely. That alone, though, I just licked my finger. That combo alone is fucking amazing. All right, not gonna lie. Next, what we're gonna need is we need a little shot of Jameson. Jameson's very strong. I would highly suggest not making these that strong, so I'm gonna say about like just a normal shot, not a double shot, just a normal shot. So we're gonna use about that much Jameson. We're gonna mix that in with the honey and the lemon and all the beautiful mint in there. Ah, yeah, baby. And then finally, we're going to put in our sparkling lemonade. Now, I had a bit of a time finding sparkling lemonade. Granted, when I was looking for it, I couldn't find it anywhere. But when I was just nonchalantly walking the grocery store, found 15 different kinds. So if you can find sparkling lemonade, go ahead and use it. But if not, just use regular lemons and then add some simple syrup, which is half water and half sugar and boiled, and then you just kind of like, make like a simple syrup. And then add a little bit of club soda or tonic water, whichever you prefer. And then it'll make kind of a carbonated lemonade. We're gonna add our carbonated lemonade to this. I'm gonna fill that bitch up to right about there. Now this is the part that's a little bit optional. I just happen to have this and I thought it would be really good. And this is Saint Germain, which is elderflower. It is one of my favorite liquors. It's a very different taste. I can't give you an explanation, but it is very floral in taste, in a good way. Don't say, well, that sounds disgusting, because people like lavender, people like rose, so it tastes a lot. Why is everything so hard to open? Muscles.
Who closes this shit?
I don't know! Maybe one of us, if we keep trying back and forth, one of them will open. Literally, it took us 30 fucking minutes to open this bottle of fucking Saint Germain, because my friend David has to, like, just tighten things to oblivion. So we went over to my grandmother's and used vice grips to open this up. That's how long it took us to open this. For you! I did this for you! Anyways, what I was going to say is, add a splash of Saint Germain to your drink. So we're gonna do that right now. So here's a little splash of Saint Germain to the drink. There we go, and it smells divine. Oh, I love the smell of Saint Germain. It's just like, it smells like a flower. It almost smells like a berry, but it smells, you could smell the floral in it. So, all right, now we're gonna mix that again. So we got the honey, we got the mint, we got the Saint Germain, and then to top it off, I have these little mint leaves that are frozen in ice. So it's pretty cute. All you do is literally just put mint leaves in ice cubes. So you just freeze those in. I'm gonna put a couple of those in. This one would probably be really good during summer because the lemonade and everything too. But I liked it because it was a gold color. And then we're gonna finish it off with a nice little thing of lemon. This is the Golden Lass. She good. Golden Lass, bitch, you good. This would be really good during summer. You're going to need white rum, lemon lime soda, pineapple juice, lemon lime Kool-Aid mix, a lime, fresh mint, Lucky Charms cereal, and honey. Next up on the list of beautiful St. Patrick's Day drinks is the Leprechaun Rum Punch. This is another recipe that I saw and I was like, that looks really good, but I can make it better. So my version of this recipe is a little bit different, and only because I'm adding some lime juice to this, to the actual drink. And actually this version that I looked up was actually for like a punch bowl. So like when you use the soda and you use the pineapple juice and use the rum, you're like using bottles. I'm gonna make this into drink version, which is gonna be the difference. But if you feel like you're feeling adventurous and you wanna try it for a whole party, just kind of take this and make it grander. So maybe like a bottle of this and like several bottles of soda and several bottles of pineapple juice. But for our purposes, we're just going to do this on small scale. Basically, to start off with this drink, we want to decorate the rim. So we're going to do that with a little bit of honey, and we're going to drizzle that on a plate. We're going to take it and kind of like drizzle it around in a circle on a plate. And then we're going to take our rim and we are going to like just kind of get the rim nice and honeyed on there. Now that we did that, we are going to take our Lucky Charms, we're going to crush them up and put them in a nice little bowl like I have here. And we're going to dip the honey and Lucky Charms into our bowl. And we're gonna have a cute little St. Patrick's Day Lucky Charms rim. Just like that. It's adorable. It's fucking adorable. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take a little bit of mint and we're gonna put it at the bottom, just like we did before. And we're gonna take some lime juice and we're just gonna squeeze the lime juice at the bottom. You don't need a whole lot, but just enough to taste it. Limes, when they're fresh, are super potent. Like you can taste it a mile away. You'll know it's fucking in there. So now in this, we're just gonna obviously bruise it up, beat it up like Rihanna. Getting Rihanna status pretty quickly. So we muddled the bottom of that. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our Kool-Aid packet. Now, if you were gonna do this in like the super big way, you'd have 2 of these and just throw the whole thing in. But since we're just gonna make this in drink form, we just wanna do like a small bit. Like you don't even want a whole lot. You don't want the whole packet because that's just way too much. You want just a little bit. I haven't had Kool-Aid in years, so I'm actually kind of scared about what this is gonna do. So we're just gonna like sprinkle a little bit at the bottom. Next, we're gonna take our white rum. You can use any white rum. I'm just using Captain Morgan pineapple because it's what I had on hand. Especially since I'm using pineapple juice in the drink. I figured it was a good combo. I imagine any type of white rum tropical flavor would be good in this, but this is just what I'm using. So we're gonna pour that much in. We're gonna pour that much, maybe a splash more. That much. We want about a shot. All right, then we're gonna take our pineapple juice. You don't need a whole lot of this because it's super fucking strong. All right. I learned that in the other video that we did on WhatsItToYa channel. You can check that out. Me and Leah like did a whole taste test thing, and I made something with pineapple juice, and it was fucking way too strong. Just way too strong. So we're just gonna do a splash, just enough to give it a taste. keep in mind that I used the pineapple rum, so it's gonna be super fucking pineapple-y already. And then, to finish it off, we're gonna take some lemon lime soda, whichever kind you like. I'm just using 7-Up. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna fill it up the rest of the way. And there you go. You have your Leprechaun Rum Punch. For this, you're gonna need Bailey's Irish Cream, Jameson Irish Whiskey, and some Guinness. And then finally, this is how you end the St. Patrick's Day. The staple in the St. Patrick's Day drinks is the Irish Car Bomb. And that is one of those drinks that you have to be prepared for. Now, I love Irish Car Bombs despite the fact that I don't like beer whatsoever, especially dark beer like Guinness. However, for some fucking reason, Irish Car Bombs are delicious. In my opinion, they taste a little bit like chocolate milk in the end. Like, it doesn't start that way, but in the end, it's like a finish of chocolate milk. You're like, oh, that was pleasant. So that's how I feel about Irish Car Bombs. So what we're gonna need is Guinness, Jameson, and Bailey's. This is the holy trifecta of St. Patrick's Day, right here. You got this. So what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna fill this glass halfway with Guinness. That's terrifying. It's like, no, don't do this to me. It's unholy. You're making a mistake. You're gonna pour that. I'm probably pouring this incorrectly. I know you're supposed to do it a special way, but I'm not a bartender. And I don't give a fuck. And I'm chugging this anyway, so I'm not savoring the flavor. And next, once it's all settled and pretty and looking like actual beer instead of that weird foamy mess, we're gonna take our shot glass, just a regular shot glass. Make sure the shot glass is small enough to fit in your beer glass. Mistakes have been made before. And make sure when you get your shot glass, you make sure that you pour more than how tall your shot glass is, because if you do that, you're gonna drop it in and it's just not gonna work out. See how this works? All right. Now, we are going to take our shot glass and we're gonna mix in half with Bailey's. So we're gonna pour about halfway with Bailey's. And then we're gonna finish it off with Jameson. The beautiful trifecta comes together. Yep, just finish this bitch off right here. Nice little, oh yes, oh yes. Now I'm going to warn you, there's one thing you need to know about this drink. You have to chug it as fast as possible the minute that you drop this in. Reason being is because the Baileys in this drink will start to curdle the minute that it hits this drink. So you have probably a good 30 seconds to chug this, which is why you don't want a shit ton of beer, but you also need enough beer for this to go down in. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna drop it in and just start drinking. I'm gonna give you another hint too, because a lot of people do this. And just because I've seen this, and it's really funny. It's funny when it's not you. But you're gonna drop this in and you're gonna start chugging. And then this glass is gonna come straight towards your teeth. And it's just gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt like a fucking bitch. All right, so prepare for that by like putting your lip over your teeth. Put your lip over your teeth. It's gonna hurt maybe if it hits your lip, sure, fine, but is it gonna hurt more with your teeth? Yeah, it's gonna fucking hurt more with your teeth, let's be honest. All right, so ready everybody? This is how you do an Irish Car Bomb. I'm super fucking stoked for this. I'm actually kind of nervous, like, whew. I feel like this is gonna be like an epic fail video in the end, like, oh, he did all of these great drinks, and then he tried to do the Irish Car Bomb and passed the fuck out right on the floor. Let's get drunk. But drink responsibly, mind you. Let me remind you that. Don't drink and drive. You know, make sure you always have a ride. You know, all that other cliche bullshit that you say, you know, during these kind of videos. All right? We square. Cheers. Ready, everybody? 3, 2, 1. And that's how you fucking take an Irish Car Bomb. Woo! All right, now that I'm sufficiently drunk, I think I can end this video on a good note. Now, like I said, be safe during St. Patrick's Day and enjoy these beautiful drinks. I've made 5 very different, very interesting drinks that are not the typical green beer drinks that you're gonna have during St. Patrick's Day. Oh, I got a burp. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, let me know what kind of St. Patrick's drink you make, and actually send me pictures. And if you make any of my drinks or change it around or make your own version, I'd love to know what your recipe is. So put that in the description below or find me on Twitter or do whatever it takes. Just let me know. Just let me know. I have a head rush from the drink. Be prepared for that too. Eat plenty of food before you do this, unlike I just did. So until next time, my little drunk leprechauns,